I'm here to talk to you today about what happened yesterday and my reflection on that. Yesterday's events stunned our nation and the world. Unfortunately, they've also been a long time coming. Trump is the most recent change president to hold office. In fact, Biden is really another change president, a change from Trump. Our government has neglected its duty to care for the American people for a long time, and its people just get more uncertain, fearful, and even desperate every day. 2020 and the global pandemic put all of this into a pressure cooker, shoved that pressure cooker into a tank of gasoline, hid that tank of gasoline in a dark room coated in kerosene, and waited for someone to appear with a matchbook and a desire to see. So, with this explosion of violence and the associated swirl of emotions, I want to say a few things to a few people. To our political leaders, the American people do not trust the government. That's just the reality. In trying to survive this pandemic, the government has failed us over and over. People are tired. Many people are hungry. We are bottled up. Americans are scared for their health and their financial safety. Many Americans are facing eviction when things get better. What has our federal government done to help? One check for $1,200 per person and another check coming for $600 over 10 months so far. A small unemployment patch and a temporary eviction moratorium that just pushes that pain further out while leaving many in a constant state of helpless fear. All this while other countries provide universal health care and ongoing monthly universal basic income. Simply put, this is insufficient when you're asking everyone to stay home and for schools and businesses to close. When the government fails to take care of its people, it will be overthrown. This is a fact, not a threat. Yesterday's actions are already being written off as an unstable group of mindless zealots, or as the irresponsibility of evil leadership, be it a list of senators and representatives or the president himself. Whether that is true or not, these people represent the tip of the iceberg. I can assure you that person after person has had thoughts of burning it all to the ground. Increasingly fondful memories of the stories of the French Revolution and marching the elites to the guillotine, and desperate thoughts of how to actually change the outcomes for themselves and all Americans. I have heard numerous political leaders call again for the execution of the 25th Amendment and or impeachment to remove Trump from office. And yes, that should happen. But if you focus exclusively on this right now, you are out of touch with the American people. The American people want financial relief and health care assurances now. The message from Georgia to the Senate about $2,000 checks could not be more clear. We don't want to wait weeks, months, or years for relief. We want this done now. You need to make this very simple and very transparent. Do not complicate this relief with add-ons and amendments that are not 100% germane to the issue at hand. Get simple legislation processed or proposed, passed, and put into action now. To the mainstream media, shut up, talk less, and say more. You have dubbed your biased opinions as news. The American people don't need your twisted analysis. It is wrong and misleading. When it comes to politics, tell us exactly what is being brought to the floor or not brought to the floor, and tell us who is supporting it and not supporting it, not with their rhetoric, but in actual votes. This is the lead that we need. Don't bury it. And save your analysis and deep dive until after this part is laid out plainly and simply. If you don't want to change back to actual journalism, reporting the important facts in an understandable way, then the American people would be better off if you were no longer on the air. To all the Americans that listen to this, when your news media starts producing 30-minute shows based on a 280-character tweet, turn off your TV. When your news radio show is nothing but opinions and analysis and lacks facts, turn it off. Think for yourself and take action. Take back your government now so that we can avoid further violence. Call your representatives and senators, email them, go to their offices, take to social media and join others in demanding that our government puts its people first. Tell them that if they do not, they will lose your vote. We have seen how small those vote margins can be, and we need to wield the power that we truly have. If we do this now and in a sustained way, we will make a change. If we don't, the American people will only become more and more desperate, and at some point, the last remaining option for survival will be a bloody revolution. I'd rather not see that day in this country, so I urge everyone to think for themselves and to take action in any nonviolent way that you are able to. Thank you so much for listening.